Sponge. There we go. Mop up my tea before the meeting starts. So we have waiting for Kim and Sarah.
Sarah just logged in.
Okay. Yep,
Hi,
Sarah.
Sarah.
We'll give just a minute or two more for Kim, and
She's
then we'll,
coming. Right now.
yeah. She's usually just a minute or two behind. And there she is. Hi, Kim. Okay.
Hey guys.
Hi,
I'm actually
Kim.
gonna keep my camera turned off if you want it back.
It's easier on your internet. If your internet slows up or you start freezing up, turn your video off.
Well, I'm using my hotspot on my phone, so.
Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm going to call the meeting to order at 6:03 to be official about it. Seeing all the selectmen and the town manager present. And we're going to start off with approval of treasurer warrants, starting with 1A on the payroll warrants, March 19 and 26. I'm open for a motion.
I move to approve the payroll warrants of March 19 and March 26, 2021.
Second.
Okay, that's been moved and seconded to approve the payroll warrants by Kathy and Jeff. Any discussion? Seeing none, calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
and Sarah.
Yes.
And Pam votes yes. Motion carries 5-0. Accounts payable warrants. I am open for a motion.
I move that we approve the accounts payable warrants of March 23 and March 20th, 2021.
I think you mean March
Second.
30.
Oh, March 30. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. God.
And who was the second?
That was me. Second.
Okay. So that's been, excuse me, it's been moved and seconded by Jeff and Kathy and Jeff to approve the accounts payable warrants of March 23 and March 30, 2021. Any discussion or questions? Seeing none, calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 5-0. We have before us the approval of the minutes of March 16th. Are there any errors, omissions, or corrections? Ooh, seeing none, we're open for a motion.
I move that we approve the minutes of March 16, 2021.
Second.
Move to approve by Kathy and Jeff. Any further discussion, questions? Seeing none, calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 5-0. There are no committee appointments, no public hearings, which takes us to item 6, the public comment on non-agenda items. For any item that is not on the agenda, the public can speak for up to 5 minutes. If it's something new, because Zoom meetings are long enough already. And seeing no one taking me up with an offer, we are moving on to item, let's see, nothing on item 7, nothing on item 8. So moving on to item 9 for a new business application by Sal Matari, doing business as Bay Bowls on the Main Street Pier.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
So that will.
Pam, you're frozen.
Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
There they are again. Sorry, turned off my video, hopefully working better. So motion was by Jeff and Kathy to approve Salvatari's business, doing business as Bay Bowls. Was there any discussion? No? Okay, so calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes,
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 5-0. Number 9B, Lincoln County Unified Criminal Court Document Number CR 19209, Criminal Forfeiture. Is there any discussion on this item? Seeing none, we're open for a motion.
I
I
make a
move.
motion. to approve.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded by Kathy, by Jeff and Kathy. Sorry, get them in the right order. To approve the transfer of forfeiture as previously described. Any further discussion? Seeing none, calling from a vote for Kim,
Yes.
$25.
Kathy,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes,
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 5-0.
Want me to put the order in?
We're
And phone number.
We are on 9C, Lincoln County Unified Criminal Court Document Number CR 19220 and CR 19221, Criminal Forfeiture.
I move to approve the transfer of forfeiture assets as stated in the Unified Criminal Court Docket CR 19-220 and CR 19-221, criminal forfeiture.
second.
It's been moved and seconded by Kathy and Jeff to approve. Any discussion?
Pam,
Yes, Ed.
would someone please explain what these two forfeitures really are?
Dennis, do you want to cover that?
What's in the packet?
I'll let Larry's on. I'll let him do it.
Oh, was Larry there?
Yeah, I mean, both the,
Oh, there he
both
is.
forfeitures is for a drug case that we had back a little over a year ago. So it's basically drug money that's coming back to us.
Oh, it's coming back to Wiscasset?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay. Excuse me very much. Dry cough. So again, item 9C was moved and seconded by Kathy and Jeff. Any more discussion? Seeing none, calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes,
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 5-0. Item 9D.
I move to authorize the town manager to execute the Maine Department of Environmental Protection Grant Service contract for project 2020R1-46 Old Ferry Road.
second.
The motion was moved to approve, to authorize the town manager by Kathy and seconded by Jeff. Is there any discussion on this item?
No.
Seeing none, calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes,
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 5-0. Item 9E, Lincoln County Tax Commitment Assessor's Return. There are signatures required. Is that going to be in-person signatures, Dennis?
Actually, if you guys make a motion and authorize me, I can sign it on your behalf.
So moved.
second,
Okay. It's been moved and seconded by Jeff and Kathy to authorize the town manager to sign the Lincoln County Tax Commitment Assessor's Return. Any discussion or questions?
And the
Seeing
answer,
none?
the answer
What's
to your
that?
question, the answer to your question, Pam, was yes, it would need live signatures. So,
Okay, and it would be in person?
yeah, but if I do it, you guys are all set.
Oh, okay, very good, thank you. So that was Jeff and Kathy. So calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
yes,
Jeff,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes, motion carries 5-0. We're very agreeable today. Number 9F, the 2021 annual town meeting warrant additions of approvals. So these are some items that we need to vote to place on the town warrant. Excuse me. So we have before us the question with the authority to expend up to 3/12 of a previous year budget should a department fail. That would be Article 3.
so
Is
moved.
that, okay, well, we can take all of these at once if you like. I'll
Oh,
read.
okay. Let's
Hold-
do
I
that.
would like to take them all at once.
Oh, hold on,
Okay.
hold on. I'll have to make some changes then.
Oh, because
Um,
they're listed here all at once.
Yep, they are, but since the agenda come out, some things have developed.
Oh, okay, well, we'll do them one at a time then. We'll keep it easy.
Okay.
Okay, we'll just keep it easy. So on the 3/12 of a previous year's budget, should the department budget fail, that would be Article 3. I'm open for a motion to place this on the warrant.
I move that we place the authority to expend up to 3/12 of the previous year's budget should a department budget fail, which is Article 3.
Second.
Okay, that's been moved and seconded to approve onto the warrant by Kathy and Jeff. Any discussion? Calling for a vote from Kathy? Oh, sorry. Out of order, but Kathy,
Yes,
Kim,
messing up my mind.
I know, sorry, alphabetically by last names, that's how I've been doing it. Kim,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes, 5-0. Sorry about that. Second item is a solar project lease authority on Article 6. This would authorize the Board of Selectmen to lease property for the solar project.
I have some questions, Pam.
Okay. What are they, Ed?
Well, the previous board had had actually sold an option to these companies to lease the property. And as a part of that contract, the option contract, that board had agreed to negotiate with the companies. So when I read this, I said the town or the select board already has the authority to negotiate. If they did not, then this kind of an article would make that option invalid because they never had the authority to perform according to the contract. So that was,
The town has authority to negotiate. They do not yet have the authority to actually lease the property. This is not saying we're going to lease the property. This is saying that if negotiations go well and we are all in agreement, we would then have the authority to do that lease.
yeah, that was the second part of my, oh, okay. So what you're saying
Okay.
right now is, I think if I heard you correctly, what you're saying is that the current option, the current contract is not valid.
That's not, I'm not saying that. I'm not aware that that's true or not. I'm saying that there might be an option out there, but there is no actual authority of the board to lease this project lease this property unless the town should vote it up that authority.
Okay, and that part, I agree with you wholeheartedly. The town needs to be a part of it. When
That's
I
right.
read this article, it sounds to me that the Board of Selectmen, if the town approves it, the Board of Selectmen can not only negotiate, but actually enter into a long-term lease agreement for 20 acres, and at the time is not in here, it's a 20-year thing, without the people understanding what the terms of that agreement is. And I
So
guess that
Dennis,
concerns me.
That is
Dennis,
correct.
would you want, like, Dennis, would you like to chime in on this?
Yep, that is correct, Ed. So I've talked with legal about this. Essentially, as far as the lease option agreement goes, you are correct. That board did not have the authority to sign that lease option agreement. That's another legal matter that as of this moment isn't really a big issue for either party.
Understand.
This article is just giving the select board the authority to enter into that lease negotiations. And we talked with legal about this and whether we wanted to put the terms in there or not, because we don't really know what all the terms are as of this moment. And if we put too many terms in there, then we paint ourselves into a corner because what you vote on is what we have to agree to.
Oh, I agree.
So if we get specific, then something may prop up between now and then that we don't like, but we won't be able to change it because you guys authorized us those specific terms. So that's why this is written the way that it is.
And I was fine with the word authorize this Board of Selectmen to negotiate. But it also says enter into a long-term agreement. And what we're asking the people of Wiscasset to do is to accept whatever that agreement is without knowing anything about it. And that was the part that I object to with the way the article is written. So I just wanted to make my feelings known there. I wasn't sure how to vote for this because I don't know what we're really committing the town to for 20 years.
Well, we haven't signed.
Yep, it's a valid point. The negotiations will be public. You guys will all know what they are. But yes, the way this is written, it does authorize them to negotiate and execute.
Yeah. Okay, that's a concern. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So is there any discussion by the Board of Selectmen? Okay. Seeing none, calling for a vote from, the motion was to approve putting this on the warrant for the Solar Project Lease Authority, Article 6. Calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 5-0. Excuse me. We are on item, let's see, $145,000. This is going to be Article 53, $145,000 if needed from the capital reserves for town share of the airport runway reconstruction.
So Pam, this was one of the changes. Some good
Yep.
news, some good news. I learned on Friday that the FAA is going to be picking up 100% of this project.
Ooh,
Both the runway and the obstruction. So this article will not be needed.
okay, so we're striking that off. Very good news. That's $145,000 we don't have to spend. The next item is $12,000 from unexpended capital projects to equip the new police cruiser, which would be on Article 54. The board have any questions or comments on this?
Is equipped mean it just doesn't have all of the things that it needs on it yet?
Yeah, the rest of the electronics, we can ask Larry if he'd like to chime in and let us know what that covers.
Yeah, right now the car has nothing. The car doesn't have a radio, doesn't have a siren box, doesn't have anything to patrol with. So, right.
Okay.
And that's because, as we discussed earlier in the year, we didn't have the money to outfit it.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Larry.
You're welcome.
Okay, so the Article 54 would, $12,000 from unexpended capital projects to equip the new cruiser. We're open for a motion.
I move the Article 54 be placed on the ballot for $12,000 from unexpended capital projects to equip the new cruiser.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the $12,000 for the police cruiser by Kathy and Jeff. Any questions, any discussion from the board? Seeing none, calling from a vote for Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 5-0. The last one on here is the solar ordinance, which would be under Article 62.
So Pam, I think I'm going to ask that we not do this one as well.
Okay,
The ORC finished up the solar ordinance. I sent it to legal just to have a quick look. He sent it back with some recommended changes.
okay,
So I referred it back to the ORC. They are still having a problem getting a quorum for some of their meetings. So I'm a little concerned that they might not be able to make these changes because it does have to go back out for a public hearing again when they do that. And given the fact that we are going to have another town meeting to deal with some things that just won't make it on this warrant, I think I'd rather wait and not. Carl suggested that we vote on it and then amend it later. I'd rather we just do it once and do it right the first time.
yeah, that would be my preference as well.
I agree with that.
Okay, so we will take the
Pam,
solar,
may I make some comments?
about the ordinance?
Yes.
No, because we're not discussing it tonight.
Well, the first thing I wanted to say was that the copy attached to the supporting documents is at least one revision out of date.
Yeah, so, but we're not voting on it tonight anyway. It's been sent back to the ORC, so we're gonna save ourselves some time tonight and we'll wait until they come back with the revisions next time, Ed, okay?
That's fine.
Okay, thank you. Excuse me again, geez. Item 9,
So Pam, before you move on,
yes,
if there are no other, we need to approve this town meeting warrant if we can tonight. Anything else I think that needs to go on here just needs to be
I
done
have fish oil.
at a,
okay, and that's not on the agenda, so we can take it up,
I can order her some.
I'm sorry?
somebody's not muted.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right, that's what it is. I thought it was someone making a comment to me. So, do we want to make a motion? Let's see. Since we're already on, item 9 and we're on new business and this would be, considered new business, do we want to, take a vote on this now to approve what would you want? A motion to approve the town warrant
As amended.
as amended?
Yeah.
I have just a very tiny typo thing.
Great.
Okay,
In Article 5, it says, or continuing in the status quo, in was not part of the motion. And it doesn't make sense.
continuing, yeah,
Take the in out. Yep.
yeah. Take the in out.
Take the in out.
Thank you for catching that, Sarah.
Thank you.
Very good.
Yes.
Okay, so who's going to make this motion? To approve the town warrant
So
as
moved.
amended?
I'll
Okay.
second I'll just second whoever just moved.
It
Sarah.
was Sarah moved, Kathy seconded to approve the town of Wiscasset warrant as amended.
And I'm assuming the budget committee's recommendations will be added to that.
They will, they met last night. The only thing they'll have to do is meet tomorrow night on this one budget article that's on here.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Thank you. All right, so calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. Motion carries 5-0. Very good work, everyone.
Thank you for your work on this, guys. This went well. I know we didn't want to have another special town meeting, but it's, it just turned out that way. So anything that crops up, we can take care of at a different date.
Okay, so we are now up to 9G, the 2020 Animal Control Officer Survey. Were there any
Pam?
questions? Yes.
Pam, I just want to point out that the board will have to come in and sign this warrant in person.
Yeah,
And we would like to be able to get it to Linda before we go home on Thursday. If so, I'll work on getting the articles that we don't need in here out, and maybe you guys can plan on coming in over the next day or two to sign it in person.
yeah, will do. Will do.
Okay.
So what, like afternoon tomorrow or?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay. All right. We'll all stop in. Thank you, Kathy. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Good work.
Do we-
Okay, again, back to 9G, the 2020 Animal Control Officer Survey. Was there any questions or comments by the board?
Nope.
Pam, I just put this in here as I just thought it was important for you guys to see actually where that animal control officer money goes and what they do.
Yeah.
It's just,
Pretty
I
busy.
don't know if you've ever seen one of these or not, but I just thought it was good information for the board, that's all.
It was. I appreciated it. I read
I
it.
had
Yeah.
no idea there were so many crazy cats around here.
All cats are crazy.
Now watch your mouth, girl.
Okay, so we'll move on before I get in trouble. We are up to the town manager's report. Did anyone have any questions for Dennis about his report? I thought it was very informative, very well written.
It's always that way.
Okay, seeing none. Thank you, Dennis, for your excellent report. Is there any other board business? We're on number 11 already. My goodness.
Wow.
I just had two questions, like following up from our last meeting.
Okay,
At the last meeting, somebody, I think Dwayne Good, asked if we were going to look into waiving the $500 electric deposit for Sprague's Lobsters down at the dock. And you said that we would look into that. So that was one question. And then the other question is, we had talked about possibly reforming a cemetery committee. And are we doing that?
so I do know that I asked Dennis about the cemetery committee, and the town cemetery committee is actually an ad hoc committee that is usually formed when there are issues at the cemeteries, and there are none at this point. So I don't know if there's any point in looking for people to be interested to be on a committee that would have no actions and no meetings.
Well, I can tell you, you don't have to look very hard because we've already had people come in and sign up, so.
Yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
would-
there's no work to assign to them. So what do you think, Dennis?
I think you could probably have some work to assign to them if you're gonna delve into this fence and this project and, that just may be something you want to consider. That's up to you. Committees are your purview, not mine.
Yeah, I would say this is the perfect time to put them back together to go over and make a recommendation for options for the fence and trees.
I agree with Sarah because I would like to hear, there was a vinyl fence put up at one of our cemeteries, and I guess that it was absolutely terrific. So I would love to get their input as well.
I agree with Sarah and Jeff. I think
Okay,
a mix of people would be very welcome on a cemetery committee. I can already think of a couple of people that would
okay.
be of.
Does the board have a number of members in mind?
Is it not stated anywhere what it should be?
I think it might be. Kathy, do you know right off the top of your head?
Hold on one second.
She can look it up. That's why I had her come into the office tonight. Because I couldn't be there, so.
Okay, well, maybe Dennis, maybe you can get a list of people who have, actually get your people at the town office can get applications available for this, people to sign up for this committee and get us a list of those who could be considered.
Yep, and I'll put
There's
them.
nothing written about the committee because number one is ad hoc committee, and I think the last ad hoc committee had 5 members on it. But it'd be certainly up to the board how
I
many
would
they
say
wanted to
that.
have, because like, it's an advisory ad hoc committee, so they can set the number. It's not by ordinance or anything.
Okay, yeah, so
would-
we'll see, why
suggest
don't we
five.
just wait and see who applies and how many people apply, and we'll come up with an odd number
Mhm.
to use. Let's see what interest there is out there. Is that agreeable to the board?
Yes.
Yes, most definitely.
Okay, okay, so,
We'll post a notice, and I'll put it on the agenda for the 20th for appointments, if everybody's acceptable to that.
Yep.
okay,
And Kim, on your second thing, I'd rather you not act on that tonight. I'll have some information for you on the 6th that I would like you to all to consider before you act on that.
okay. All right, so Dennis, could we get a list of people who are asking to be on the committee before the 20th?
Sure.
So
And I
that
did-
we could see those applications well in advance and have any information you might want to share?
Yes, because I think this is one of those things where it's been ad hoc, and I would rather you guys be able to pick and choose before we have to sit down and make the appointments. I did have a question asked of me already, if a non-resident could sit on this committee.
No.
Oh, not my preference.
Well, and particularly if we have a line of residents who want to serve on it,
Yeah,
be one thing if we were lacking people or something.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a problem here.
okay, yeah, I would prefer to see residents of the town make the decisions for the town.
I know we do allow a non-resident to sit on the advisory committee, and I think that's why it came up.
Really? No, I did not know that. So we should maybe we should look into our committee policies and see if that's a way we want to go in future. Okay, so that was other business, other board business. Are we all done with other board business? That takes us to number 12, adjournment, and we are open for a motion.
I move that we adjourn.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded by Kathy and Jeff that we adjourn. Calling for a vote from Kim,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
and Pam votes yes. We're adjourned at 6:34. My goodness, thank you very much. Quick work and really good work today, everybody.
Thank you.
So you're,
See you all very soon.
people, the